Hi, hello guys. To start, Happy New Year's to everybody. I wish everyone like amazing here. Like go outside there, do whatever you want, you can. Whatever make you like fulfill, whatever make you like want to wake up every day, go out and do that. And again, this is not, I'm not trying to be motivational because I'm not. The work I'm trying to do is not about motivation, but I think sometimes we can give this kind of word to people and show them they can do something. And for today, for example, I want to talk about something like there are nothing wrong working for everybody, someone else. There are nothing wrong with that. I think it's like a good starting point for you to build yourself before you do whatever you want to do. And for me, I always say this, like since I left the university in 2018, I told myself this, like I want to do something, but I didn't know what to do. And I think like in 2019, end of 2019, 2020, I start this page like We Connect Human, but I was doing like something with English there, teaching English, because I always want to do something like something real, not like being like a motivational speaker, and talk about something like education, for example, is something. It's not like interest, but it's something like I feel like we have to talk about it. And probably I made a mistake thinking like you can change it, but because you can change it. It's a political game, but you can talk about it like openly. And I'm not saying like people don't go to school or don't study, but it just like be responsible, because I think like this is the thing people don't talk about, and even in school they don't talk about it. It's like, man, you have to be responsible to be happy or fulfilled. It's a choice. You make a choice to do these things. Of course, there are like difficulties. They are like a self-doubt. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I have to face this situation, but just by talking with people who are doing the things I want to do, I start realizing like, okay, cool. You didn't know. You told me like you didn't know this. And sometimes it's so stupid, like you know the answer, but you keep making the same mistake. Um, so I think like there are nothing wrong working for others instead in order for you to learn how to have self-discipline, because when you work for others, if you start feeling like I'm doing this, man, when I come here to work I don't complain. Of course, yes, sometimes shit go wrong, but I'm not complaining like to be here. And also it's like sometimes I don't look even like the money they pay me, and I just have to look and say, okay, cool, they pay me this and I have to spend this, save this, and it's enough for me at the end of the month. Oh, I'm cool with this because I'm young, I can make these decisions to this point because I don't have anyone responsible to take care of. So I think it's like there are nothing wrong working for anyone as long they respect you, and as long you feel like you are making some contribution there. But also with the time, if you feel like you can do something for yourself, even if you don't have the knowledge, you have just to believe and start learning, build the skill. This is one of the things I learned the most this year, and following people on Instagram, talking with real people in real life. It just, you just have to believe in yourself and start building the skill and be consistent with. Is the only thing you're going to take you. Reflect, self-reflection, of course, but it's just this. Life is about doing things and struggle, wake up and do things. It's nothing else. Sometimes we confuse a lot of these things. But yeah, it's what I say to myself. I decide to do this, working for other people. My father have a business, but a lot of problems happen. And I didn't sit there like, sometimes I always say this, like the worst thing whoever happened in my life is like losing my father. I never have a problem like losing money. I don't care. It's not, I'm not gonna say like I don't care, but it's just, man, you lose, you win again. So I'm gonna die one day, and where the money gonna go, so I think like you just be willing to work, be willing to be happy, be willing to take a decision to be consistent, and do something who can benefit you and it can benefit others too, you know. So yeah, this is the only message I want to say here today. It's like a 1 of January, like, yeah, just go outside there, work, and when you feel like you can do something for yourself, start switching and start building your knowledge, your confidence, and yeah, everything is possible, man. Everything is possible. And another thing is like, I made this mistake. You don't have to wait for anyone to support you. You don't, because the reality is, I want to do something for myself. That guy want to do something for himself too. The only thing we're gonna separate us is like the courage to do things. You are afraid. I don't care what anyone say. I like people to be honest, but nobody gonna be honest. Some people say like, oh, I don't have fear. I don't have. Say what? 50 Cent got shot 9 times, and in his book he talk about this. At one point, I have to face myself to decide like I'm not comfortable living with fear. 50 Cent talk about it. You can find a video on YouTube. Why everybody is coming like, oh, I'm not fear. I don't care what other people think. You have to care what other people think. Now, after that, you have to make a decision. They pay your bill or no? If they don't pay anything for you, oh shit, don't talk too much, because you don't give me nothing. So I'm doing my thing. So I always say this, like, I respect everyone's opinion, but at the end of the day, I do whatever I want to do. If I don't disrespect you, I will do it. So I think, yeah, working for other people is nothing bad about it. So don't let anyone put you down with this. You have to be rich. You have to have like Lamborghinis, Ferraris. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. It can help, for sure. It can help, because the reality is nobody believes you when you are like you don't have anything. But when you have everything, everyone is around you, like entourage, you know. But for there, you have to be smart who you gonna align with or who you don't gonna align with. But man, it's like, it's how we work as humans, is how we behave, like, yeah. And it's not about like being fake or something. It's just human nature. This is another thing I learned. Human nature is real. People do certain things, so you just have to protect yourself, learn how to protect yourself, control yourself, because otherwise you're going to lose your mind all the time. But yeah, so today I just want to share this message here. There are nothing wrong working for other people. Do that. When you feel like you can do something, start switching. And I'm not saying like I'm going to stop working for other people now, but from now I decide like start building myself, expose myself more. Last year, for example, I was doing collaboration all the time, but this year is just going to brands, going to people I can shoot with, and I say, these people can pay me money for this, you know. So yeah, and build the real skill now, like website, whatever it is. Yeah, it's on me. Until I get it right, I have to do this thing by myself now. So yeah, guys, as I say, have a nice year and go out there, do your things, man.